Congratulations! You are now offered a job. Yes, jump up, leap for joy. Finally, you've gotten your dream job. Today, we'll be discussing about CV, otherwise called resume, cover letter, how to deliver during interview, starting work, your first 20 days at work. So let's talk about your career. How do you kickstart your career and lead to get the $1 billion job? You should tailor your CV to a way that illustrates what you have achieved in your previous internship or work placement. It's a way of like you are bragging in a very humble way. That's what your CV is essentially should be. What you've achieved, what you have, what you can do, programming skills you have, the skills that you have, and what you can bring to the table based on your experience. So I'm still building my website. Therefore, I decided to attach Harvard CV link so that you can check it out and know how to tailor your CV to a highly professional standard. But also, if you want me to talk about CV on a detailed view, just request for it in the comment section and I'll make a video on how to prepare your CV going line by line so that it will be very obvious for everybody. Now, your cover letter. Permit me to say that your cover letter should not be so worded, should not be filled with so many words. In the 80s and 90s, cover letter was a thing that if you're looking for a job, you write why you're looking for the job, the skill you have, and how you will bring the skills to the current job. But these days, cover letter has become like a nominal documentation. Most companies don't read it. Nobody has the time to read through the cover letter. So make it as simple as you can make it while detailing your skill and what you can offer in the job. Don't overstress yourself for it. Of course, I can always make a video of your CV and cover letter going through line by line. Yes, I believe that you should have multiple resumes. It's the same you, but I think you should have different resumes for different applications. If you are someone that's applying to different industries like finance, engineering, consulting, or whatever area that you're applying to, it will be the same job that you have done in the past, the same internship, but the way you tailor your CV for each of them should be different. You should know what these companies want to hear. In finance, they want to hear more of finance and metrics. In engineering, they want to hear of design and tools. Just tailor your experiences based on the appropriate industry that you are applying for. So you can have like 5 CVs for 5 different industries so that as you're applying for each industry, you'll be submitting the appropriate CV for each. Because believe it or not, companies actually do look at your CV unlike your cover letter. They look at your CV to know where you've worked, if they can invite you for an interview. So please, don't take your CV lightly. They are looking at where you've worked in order to know the best fit for the company. So just tailor it to the industry you're applying to. If you're invited for an interview, hopefully, which I believe you should be invited for an interview, how do you prepare for an interview? How should I ace my interviews? Yes, congratulations if you're invited for an interview. So after submitting your CV, for most applications, they will send you a test when you submit an application. So please prepare for the test. Most times it's usually quantitative and verbal reasoning question. Just go online and Google the test question for that company. For example, if you are applying to Goldman Sachs, for instance, go to Google and just type Goldman Sachs test questions. You will see other people that have done it and they'll give you an idea of what is contained in the test. Then look for the practice questions and practice in order to prepare yourself for it. Of course, Goldman Sachs is just an example. It can be any other firm that you're applying to. Google it, you will see other people that have done the test to give you an idea of how you should prepare for the test. So most times, the test is always online. Do the test, and when you ace the test, they send you an interview guide. So how should you approach your interview? Different companies have different rules for interview. Some approach interview in 2 ways, some do interview in 3 ways. But broadly speaking, interviews are always in 2 ways. The first part is personal skills interview, where they ask you, tell me about yourself, what have you done in the past, what are your strengths and weaknesses, where do you see yourself in 5 years' time, if you have to go back in time, what will you do better in secondary school. All those personal questions, they just want to know your motivation, what motivates you, why did you apply to us, which kind of person are you, what will you bring to the table. They want to have an idea of who you are, if they can work with you. Of course, you present your best self. You are not there to speak of your failure and how you failed the exam in school. Speak of where you had the best score in school. Speak of where you did your best, not where you did your worst. In fact, for an interview, try and delete your worst. If you try to speak of your weakness, turn that weakness to a strength. You are not there to list your failures. You are there to list your accomplishment and achievement. Of course, not in a proud way, but in a humble manner that you get the job. The second aspect of an interview is specific, it's not generic, in the sense that some companies ask technical questions while others don't. If you're applying to a consulting firm like McKinsey, Bain, Goldman Sachs, BCG, they ask you some technical questions in the area of their job. If you're also applying to programming jobs, they can ask you questions on software, Python, or the coding language that you know. So this has to do with technical skills. So in such area, hey, Google is your friend. Go to Google, search for the company and search for questions that I've asked other people. Interview is about being smart. It's not about being dull. So do not dull yourself. Be smart. Go to Google, search for the question that I've asked other students. In fact, I would advise you to even use Glassdoor, because I use it during my application. You will see other students that are commenting on the kind of questions that were asked in order to help you to prepare for it. And please practice those questions as many as possible. Practice as many as possible, because if a company has repeated it in the past, there's a high probability that they will repeat some of them for you. So just practice it and perfect it. Now, you've done the personal interview questions, you've done the technical questions. The next stage now is, if I invite you for an additional interview questions, or they'll give you a job offer or not, they may invite you to the office for a job test or tutorial or whatever. Go there, dress smart, dress very well, and present the best. You can always see most of the questions online from Glassdoor or any other jobs website that you're using. Just prepare for it, dress well and answer smart. Remember, you are presenting your best self, not your worst self. And you're not saying it in an arrogant way. You are saying it in a humble way. You are telling them what you've achieved, not what you did not achieve. Your best self. Listen to the question and answer to the best of your knowledge. The best way to beat interview is by preparing. Practice, practice, practice. As they say, practice makes perfect. Practice makes perfect in the world of interview. So practice until you become perfect in questions that we ask you. They may not ask you all the questions in practice, but you are better prepared than someone that have not practiced at all. And most importantly, that watch your reactions to situations, to questions. So use body language to communicate also that you are highly interested in the job. I'm a fan of get the job and turn it down than not getting the job. So don't go down before me, even though they didn't give me the job, I don't even need the job. No. It's always better to have the job and turn it down than not get the job. What makes you think you will not even pick it? So please put in your best in the interview, portray your best strength, and answer wisely. Congratulations! You are now offered a job. So now that you are offered a job, what will you do next? Be excited! Oh, thank you for the job offer. I'm so excited. Yes, jump up, leap for joy. Finally, you've gotten your dream job. Or it may not be your dream job yet. At least you've gotten a job that will lead you to a dream job. So show excitement, be happy. Most companies will give you like 2 weeks to decide to accept the job offer or reject it. It's dependent on you if you want to accept the offer or not. But if you accept the offer, they will tell you the salary. So the next stage is the salary negotiation. So guys, before I continue, I want to use this opportunity to ask you, please like this video, smash the like button so that YouTube will recommend this video for other job seekers to view it and get a job just like you. Let's get the job. For most graduate job, you cannot negotiate for the salary. I don't want to come here and be deceiving you. I've heard about salary negotiation on the internet like a million times, but in reality, it's not so. Most big companies like KPMG, Goldman Sachs, EY, JP Morgan, McKinsey, they already have a fixed salary for a graduate, and they are paying the same thing across all divisions. So I don't think you will go down and be telling them to increase your salary or decrease it. The part of salary negotiation is actually for higher positions. Maybe you are going for a president or vice president or higher positions. But for most entry graduate level or retail stores level, the salary is fixed. From my own experience, hourly pay is fixed. So I don't want to come here and tell you negotiate, they will increase it, they may not increase it. Yours can be better. Hopefully, I believe it should be better. But from my own experience, the salary is fixed for graduate or entry level position. Now, they have given you a date to start work. What will you do from the date of accepting the offer and starting work? It depends on how long it is. What I will advise generally, from the day that you are given the job offer to starting work, you should research more on the company. I know that you've researched about them in the course of your interview. There's nothing wrong in showing excitement by researching more about them. Find out about them. You can start buying clothes appropriate for the work environment that you want to work in. You can start updating your LinkedIn profile or other profile. It's just totally dependent on you and how you want to move with it. Your first day of work is filled with excitement. On your first day of work, it differs for several companies, but usually they will give you an overview with other graduates or other people that got the job or internship on the general view of the company. They'll start teaching you about what is obtainable and what's not obtainable in the company, the rules and regulations, and of course most times you listen and you ask questions if you have. Now some companies can put you on probation for a week, for a month, or for 3 months. It differs from one company to another. Probation is just for them to be sure that you're actually serious with the job. Of course, show your seriousness, punctual at work, and deliver on an assignment. Also, during this first few weeks of starting job, you may have to do some documentations of filling in forms, your salary details, and other details. Follow the trade. Yes, promotion. For standardized company, you have to be promoted after 2 or 3 years. But this differs from one firm to another. So I just want to take a very general view of companies and jobs by telling you that most of them, the graduate position is usually for 2 or 3 years. So after then, they can promote you to a higher level, or you can go to another company to look for a higher role. During this entry level position, put in your best, do assignments, deliver on the result, bring your best self to work. Don't come there as if, I want to have my own job, and because I want to have my own job, I will not pay attention to this job. No, give it your best, put in your best, give it your all, and deliver the result as expected. For promotion, I will tell you what are the metrics of the company. How do they measure promotion? What are you expected to achieve in order for them to certify that you are doing well? So please, in your first few weeks of work, find out how they measure the success of a graduate and start doing very well in those platforms. Of course, I accept that during your first days of work, you may not get the best of jobs that you may want to, but anyone that you are given to, do it well, work smart, work hard, enjoy work. As time goes on, you'll be promoted to higher level, vice president level, to president level, even to CEO level. That's where you get the $1 billion job. So you see, I do not lie. In my title, you can get the $1 billion job, but it may not just come at the entry level. It's what you will grow into, or what you may even have to leave one company to another company in order to get it. It can be slow, surely you get there. What if I want to leave? I want to leave the company to another company, or I want to start my own company. During your first days of work, they will tell you everything about the company, even how to leave. Don't leave disrespectfully. They have honored you to give you a job, so honor them to live in a respectful manner. Some companies even have their alumni group or associations for you to know that you are not the first person to leave a company. So there's no need to fight over it. If you want to leave, speak with the HR and find out what you are supposed to do when you are about to leave. They are in the best position to direct you how you can leave from the company. Thank you for watching. I'm so excited. Please like this video and subscribe to my channel for more videos on career development, how to build your brand, how to make money online, and everything and anything that you are interested for your success. Let's go there.